off of the grid here. So Robert Carver, who was in the middle of row number 3, looks like he's being wheeled off of the grid, unfortunately. So we will start the final race of the season for these guys with one less rider, unfortunately, as Robert Carver wheels that Honda back down pit lane. Looking down on the grid then, looks like we do have the green flag at the back then. So, clutches in, click it into gear, all eyes on the lights. Out go the lights, and the ThunderBike 500s are now underway. 10 laps for these ThunderBike 500 machines, and it's a pretty equal start from the front row there. Stephen Allen, Luke McRae and Dan North. Of course, let's not forget about that championship that will be decided in this final race. Luke McRae, number 16, he slots into 3rd position. And difficult to tell there. I can certainly see Dan Hartle on that white, not fluorescent orange machine in the roundabout 3/4 of the way down the field there. But Luke McRae in 3rd position. Keith, I'm just going to have a quick look at the championship coming into this race.
Yeah, go into the championship. What do you want to know about the championship? The overall championship, mate.
Overall championship.
Overall championship, well, it was Dan North in 2nd from Luke McRae by 9 points. So that's advantage Luke by 9 points. Jake Cordy's pretty much out of the overall championship, as is Adrian Kershaw, but it's very close between Kershaw and Corty. He's only 16 points coming into this round. Obviously, Sean O'Hara's not racing this weekend. Robert Carver could also move past on Pete Woodall for a placing as well. But the main action, 1st and 2nd, North and McRae.
So if McRae has a 9-point advantage, he needs 4th position.
Don't. Too many permutations. Somebody beats somebody else. There we go. That'll do nicely. Let's see where we got. Who we lost there. That could be a transponder issue, of course. Initially, let's wait and see when they come round for the first lap here.
So Liam McPherson not there on the grid, unfortunately.
Isn't he? Oh, we must have had some issues, because fair play to Liam, he actually sprinted away in the wet in the first race, didn't he? He really was getting everybody else to turn into a proper alien there for the first couple of laps. But unfortunately not there, as you say. It's a great shame. Right, over the line, who's that leading the way?
Stephen Allen out in front.
He was quick in the last race too, wasn't he?
He was. We've just looks like we've got a hand in the end here. But that's Adrian Kershaw, number 23, unfortunately. It's been a tough weekend for Adrian Kershaw.
Former race winner, of course, and the Series Championship contender there for Adrian Kershaw. Yeah, he's picked up 3 wins so far this year. And Adrian in the shout, taken over from Jake Corty in the 3rd place in the championship. So that's done him no good at all.
This weekend as well, he's had a 9, an 8 and a DNF.
Yeah, it's a great shame for him to have problems at the end of the year. Over the line then, Dan North unfortunately didn't have a very good opening lap. He lost 4 places, comes over across the line in 7th place there. And it was Luke McRae there in 2nd place.
Yellow flag down at the old hairpin.
That's going to be, is that 1 or 2 riders actually? One, no, definitely just the 1 rider. Just the Marshall's coming very quickly down at the old hairpin. They'll wait and see who doesn't trip the timing beam over the back there for the 2nd time of asking as they make their way into the position now. Yep, there they go up to Coppers. Oh dear, look who doesn't trip the timing beam. Look at your screen.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. Looks like Luke McRae, unless there's a transponder issue, he seems to be the only one who has not tripped the timing beam up there now. I wonder if his big championship rival there has seen that incident. Yes, he would have been well behind him if he noticed it is his rival. Then all of a sudden he'll know he can roll it. Well, he's still going to score points, of course. That's what Dan North has got to do. He's in 7th place at the moment, which is 9 points. Oh boy,
who has more wins?
No, wait a minute though, he's going to move up a place, of course, because McRae is going to drop back 1, isn't he? There we go. He's up to 7th place.
7th, that is
9 points.
9 points.
Oh boy, so let's wait and see. This could be a real action attraction. Okay, coming into this race then. Now Luke won the last race, so that's going to add to his total. So Luke has more race wins. It's as simple as that. Twice as many race wins. So Dan North definitely needs 6th place. If he can get a 6th place, it's going to be won by a single point. That is fantastic stuff. We've seen some really good finishes this year, haven't we? Some of the closest finishes I ever remember, to be fair. Championships going down to the last race on the Darth Day. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it, Bradley?
It certainly is. I'm just having a look there. I mean, it's great to come down to the last race of the season and potentially be decided by 1 point. I mean, they've scored over 500 over the course of, what, 20, 30 odd races?
Yeah. Very close indeed. Oh boy, so Dan North will know he's got to move up 1. He's got Colt Dwyer behind him, he's got Llewellyn in front of him. And let's see, this could be absolutely critical. He needs to get 1 more point, 6 or better. Oh, you think that sounds so easy going out, because Dan's won 5 races as well so far. So, you know, he's a race winner. He's a lap record holder, former lap record holder, at least. Not quite sure all of the places he has, but I've definitely put his name onto the list at some point over the year. Here we go then, over the line. It's Jack Allen, you said, leading the waiting, then Benjamin Round in second.
Scott Aiken is just coming through on Ben Round.
Yep. Jake Corty there, then it's James Tucker.
There's Dan North coming across the line now.
And is Llewellyn there? Yeah, Llewellyn's there. There's North as well, so he's still in 7th place. He is
half a second away.
No. You'd be beating yourself up if you lose the championship by half a second, wouldn't you? We've still got 7 laps left in this race. The tension is unbelievable. Colt Dwyer 2.2 back. He does a 33.794, so he's quite a bit slower than the man in front of him. But unfortunately, no, actually, to be fair, Dan North went a little bit quicker than Llewellyn in front of him on that particular lap, actually. You look, he went 2/10 quicker, so he's got the gap down to half a second. So Dan North will be doing what he can to close that gap. This is fantastic stuff, isn't it, Bradley?
It really is.
Absolutely scriptwriter's stuff. Steve Allen, Luke McRae, Dan North was your front row. So Dan unfortunately made a terrible start, but at least he's still in the race, unlike his championship rival who has tumbled down the order. And also we've seen his title championship go downhill faster than Prince Andrew's career this week. And got to be topical a bit. Allen, Aiken, Round, Corty, Tucker, Llewellyn, North. That is the order. And again, look, 0.2 seconds slower in the first sector, even though he goes green for Dan North. Now over the line there. There goes Jack Allen. And that's
Stephen Allen.
Steve Allen, sorry, from pole position, of course. Sorry, Steve Allen, and then it's Aiken. I think some names.
This is where we're looking. This is the battle for the 6th, and it is Llewellyn and North. The gap was 0.502. It's now 0.349, and that's the position that Dan North needs.
Yep, James Llewellyn. I don't think he'll know it. That's the problem. Here we go. Oh, he's going to go for it down the inside, but James Llewellyn fights straight back at him. You're right. The thing is, Dan North probably doesn't know he needs that one extra position, does he? Because you're going to chuck everything but the kitchen sink at it, aren't you? You're absolutely particularly last lap, last quarter. You've got nothing to lose at the end of the day. If you get it wrong, well, you get it wrong. Bad luck. But you just know survival instincts are going to go out the window. Also impressive, Scott Aiken there. He's just got the fastest lap of the race. He's into the mid-low 29s, in fact. He's 2.5 seconds back from the leader, Steve Allen, as well. Benjamin Round just behind Jake Cordy. Then it's James Tucker. And then it's James Llewellyn. Parrot James is there. And Tucker is a little bit quicker than Llewellyn once again. Around about a second or so quicker. Over the line that time, yeah, it was North a little bit quicker. Colt Dwyer dropping back. Pretty much matching the time, actually. But Colt Dwyer, unfortunately, nearly 3 seconons back. So he's got no part to play in this race, I don't think. No, I'm afraid, sorry for everybody else in the race. We've really got to concentrate on this leading battle, which is going to be coming back to us once again. As Jack Allen, Steve Allen with the fastest first and second first second time. Green in the second sector, that gives him the fastest lap of sub 129. And again, as the rest of them come across the line, here comes that battle. And over the line, there goes Llewellyn and North. What's the gap there? It's now at 3/4 of a second, so it's toing and froing just a little bit, and we're at the halfway point, Bradley.
I can see down here that Dan North is getting pit signals, but not on the pit wall. He's down here on the grandstand, so I'm going to keep a very close eye on it.
Very hard to see from there, I'm afraid. He's going to be concentrating, and I think just being told to hurry up, but, you know, he'll know that his rival is out, but I guess he would have known where he'd have to finish if his rival went out, because you do these maths in your head. But I don't know if you know exactly where in the race he is. He might think he's in a comfortable position. He might think he's done enough.
I can only assume we've done the math right.
Well, yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Well, I had him with a 9-point advantage, 498 to 507. So you basically need to score 508 points, which is going to be a 10 at the place. I'm sorry. So I might stand to be correct on there. As far as I've got here, and you happen to correct my maths, mate, but I think you need 6th place or better there to take that championship. At the moment, he's in 7th, because this is the overall championship. It doesn't matter if you're C1, C2, C3, or CP30. It doesn't matter whereabouts you are in the order. Steve Allen comes across the line, 2 complete lap sticks. Scott Aiken, go on, mate.
I'm going to see the signal that goes out here to...
yeah, go on, where are we looking at?
Okay, so down here, almost the south.
Yeah.
There goes Richard Tucker. Here comes James Llewellyn. And
Yeah, big time to hurry.
Go.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what you expect from your fan club in the grandstand, really, isn't it? You'd expect nothing less than that. And go. Well, unfortunately, he's gone back to the second.
1 second.
1 second even. He goes 0.3 of a second slower than his rival, James Llewellyn. He's going to miss out by a second or so. That's such a gutting thing. I know the McRae family will be watching on and they'll be listening. Obviously, he's got his brothers, Ollie, Luke, and their respective girlfriends, fiancés, wives, and it all gets a little bit confusing to say the least. But the man who so romantically proposed on the podium here earlier in the year, well, right now he's now getting his prayer mat out, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you'd be reaching for your...
that's not the way you want to go down on one day.
I'm going to say, yeah, very good.
Thank you.
And I'll pay that one, mate. Congratulations, line of the year. But no, I think he'll be rubbing his Star of David, his cross, his prayer mat, whatever other religious symbol he wants to go. And likewise, I think the Dan North Fan Club will be working overtime on any sort of thing they've got going on, the Lucky Rabbit's Foot or the Lucky Horse Show, whatever they can find at the split sector, I'm afraid. No, he goes quicker, actually 0.4 of a second quicker. No, that's the wrong way round.
So 3,000 quicker.
3,000 quicker time. Look at the one behind him. There we go. Thank you.
That's an important point that you raised there, though. Is that with the gap's 3.3, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, the top flyer's not really in a position to challenge as
top four across the line there. There goes
Steve Allen.
First of the rookies. That's 555 in position 5 for Rick Tucker. There's James Llewellyn and Dan North being told to hurry up. The gap opened up to 1.1 on this lap.
I think he's pushing on as hard as he can. You just wonder if he knew he had that one position to make up, whether he'd find it.
So on that previous lap, so it's a personal best for James Llewellyn, 1 minute 31.592. Dan North's lap time, what do you reckon?
You'll tell me.
1:31.592, exactly the same.
Oh, that's something you don't often see. To the thousandths of a second. Wow, 1.027 the gap. That is so close. 3 laps left in this race. Steve Allen, do you know what, we poor Steve Allen, I feel sorry for the guy, because all of a sudden he's come out to play, and it's a new name, I think, for us, Steve Allen.
He's had an 11th and a 10th and a 2nd so far.
Okay, I'm looking previous in the year. I'm not seeing Steve Allen's name, so he's at least number 59 to add to our tally of riders, and there's been quite a few over the year, of course. And Steve Allen, clearly a contender, certainly when it rains. He's going to pick up a gold medal for his trouble. That'll be a great. Scott Aiken looking good for a silver medal as well. Again, I don't think Scott's a name I'm familiar with either. So I think there's over 60 riders who have claimed points in this amazing championship. Really good to see. As it comes down to this, it's going to be literally a last lap thing as well.
As it stands at the moment, they'll be level on points. It's that close.
Yes, yeah, you're right. It will be level, exactly. You need that one extra point, that one lousy point.
Right, here we go. He's much closer this time around. Right, James Llewellyn takes a look over his right shoulder, and Dan North is a lot closer than what he was last time around. It was 1.1, it's now 0.3.
Oh, 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go.
Yeah.
4 miles. 4 miles left of racing.
Oh boy, he's closed right up. He's within 2 bike lengths of James Llewellyn. This is so critical. This is amazing stuff. Oh, it's going to be so much, so many fingernails getting chopped down right to the bone here as they disappear out of our sight, down through the crane of curves into the oldie hairpin down there. Let's see where we are. I don't see any challenges down there. If I lost sight of them, it gets very confusing around here, doesn't it? Where are we looking? It is the number 39 we're looking for. There he is, just coming through. Shots in a moment. They'll be there in a moment. Can we see anything from this distance? I think that's advantage Llewellyn from what I can see there, because Llewellyn's slightly lighter bike. Up they go through McLean's. A little bit more corner speed, I think, from North there. Up they go towards... I do hope we got the numbers right, mate. I hate to be getting this excited for no reason. It really is brilliant stuff as we go into Coppers for one last time. Up from Coppers, up towards the Robert Chicane. There's going to be one more lap left. This is going to go down. It's 0.3 of a second. Imagine losing a championship by a lousy 0.3 of a second. He'll rue every little mistake he's made over the year. Now, there's Llewellyn.
No, that's Richard Tucker. That's Tucker.
Here we go. We're waiting for Llewellyn.
Robert Chicane there, and he's through. Dan North's through.
Dan North has done it. There we go. He's got the 6th position. He's got the extra point that he needs.
One more lap to go.
Now Llewellyn, how badly does he want that prize back? Has he just done it by that single solitary point? Do we see a championship won by a point? He can't afford to make a mistake. Here we go then. It's going to be Luke McRae going to be cheering James. But fair play, now he's through. He looks to be opening up the gap just a little bit. fantastic stuff. This is Dan North. I don't know if he knows he's done it, but he's done it on the last of the penultimate lap, really. Fantastic stuff. They're going to work their way around the back of the circuit there. It is going to be the 39 of North leading the 277 of his great, well, not his race rival, I should say, to be fair to James Llewellyn. I'm going to apologise once again to Steve Allen, because he is doing a brilliant job out in front. He's leading by 3/4 of a second ahead of Scott Aiken and Benjamin Round, all looking for their first wins and podiums and things. But the first championship, the first British Motorcycle Racing Club CB 500, ThunderBike 500 championship, is it going to go to Dan North or Luke McRae? So here we go. That's going to be Allen over the line, takes the win. I don't think he knows that he's actually won the race. He's over, he's clear, he's done it. Well done to him. Scott Aiken in second. Here he comes. Right, then we've got a battle between Round and Cordy. That's going to come across the line. It's going to be settled by Ben Round, then Cordy. James Tucker is up next. Then comes that battle. Is it going to be North or Llewellyn? Everybody craning their necks to see who is going to be coming out of the corner. Does Dan North hang on to it? He does indeed. Does he keep it going? Yes, he does. His fan club at work in overtime. He wins the championship by a single solitary point with that fantastic ride to 6th place. He'll be absolutely delighted by that. And Brad, what a great finish to a great year. 60 riders have competed for points and prizes in this particular race. To win by a single solitary point tells you a lot about that fantastic championship, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that Max Ford will be absolutely thrilled with that one.
Sean O'Hara and his Everyday Racing podcast.
Yeah, all about it on the Everyday Racing podcast.
We will indeed. Brilliant stuff, guys. Thank you so much for that. That was very entertaining indeed. Well, that gives us but one more race to run this year, and that is the Mini Twin and Rookie Mini Twin race, both championships which have been well and truly stitched up, sorted and settled. And here we go. You might as well just lay those out and review lap records left, right and centre.